me. Check it out, I got a vine thing that I put around my lamp. I really like it. I had to get these, like, I don't like to order stuff from Amazon too much because, like, screw them. But I had to get, really randomly, those, like, bolts, those plastic bolts that hold your toilet seat on because there's two and one broke, and I tried to super glue it back together. But it was not structurally sound and it kept breaking. So then I just took like the top of like the bolt thing, fell off the screw. And so I just like wrapped electrical tape around the top so that it wouldn't like slip through the hole. And that was what was holding it on, but it obviously looked a little bit white trash. So for random things like toilet screws, Amazon is unfortunately kind of just the best place to get them. So then sometimes when I like order from Amazon, then I'll just like, if I have to order one random thing anyway, then I'm like, well, I'll order these other couple of things that I want that can't find other places. I know you can get garlands and stuff like that at Michael's, but they're real expensive. This was a pack of 2, very convenient, harder for me to get to Michael's. And it's got like little flowers and little butterflies on it, and I love it. More than my other lamp, I basically never turn this lamp on. I pretty much only ever use that one, which I really, really like this lamp. If I was like just shopping for lamps, I probably wouldn't like gravitate towards that, but I really, really like it. And it's not, is it wicker? It's not wicker, it's like paper almost. But like I feel that, like, you know, when the apartment looked super modern, then like it lent modern, but as I'm adding more like girly cottagecore crap, it's kind of like fitting with that. So yeah, I enjoy it. It's Friday afternoon right now. This week I've basically been working on my conference paper on Maria Devana Headley's Beowulf. I sent it to my supervisor at the start of the week, I think, and I sent it to her last Friday, and she gave me some edits. They were pretty simple. Like a lot of it was just, oh, here, I think you should expand like a little bit on like this idea or this definition and maybe on this one. So then here's some areas where you can cut, because my talk can only be like 20 minutes. So that's around 10 pages. So yeah. I made those changes, I've sent it to her. I don't know that she'll have time to read it over one more time, but I am like happy with where it's at. So I basically just need to throw together some slides for it, because I don't plan on like, I'm not doing too much with the slides or anything, but with like Beowulf, Old English, you know, Headley's translation is not like facing page or whatever you would want to call it. Like she doesn't keep the Old English alongside her translation, it's just hers. So then I'm like comparing her translation to a more quote unquote traditional one. And so when I'm quoting from that translation, I would put the Old English alongside it and also just have the Old English there to compare what Headley's doing. So I want to like have that up on the screen so that people can just see it. Because obviously that's more that's like easier to follow along with. It's more impactful than me like reading the Old English. Also, I'd sound probably not that good. So yeah, this weekend I'll probably just be practicing a bunch because the conference is next week, which I am very excited. I've only really presented at like kind of smaller thing. Like this is the most official thing that I've done. It was nice in my second master's program at Oxford. We all had to present at the Medieval Church and Culture lecture series, but it was like smaller scale. This is more of like this is a conference versus, yeah, like the lecture series kind of thing. But I mean, similar, basically the same kind of thing that you'd put together presentation wise. I think it was the same length even. I think our presentations were either 15 to 20 minutes each, and then had time for questions. I don't know if you heard that. It really sounds like people dropping marbles or something. That's how the noises in this apartment building sound. But yeah, anyway, that's what I've been working on. It's been really nice out here. I have read, obviously I reread Headley as I like worked on the paper and everything, but I kind of want to reread it again just to like Because the thing that is always most intimidating about presentations is questions, because you don't know. I mean, you can know, oh, this is like a thing that I might be asked, or this is like a topic that I might be asked about, but there's no real way to prepare exactly for the questions that you're gonna get asked. So I just wanna know everything, but we'll see. That's the part that I'm like most nervous about, I guess. Especially because I'm not like an old English expert, you know, with the language and everything. So if people get like real specific on that, that might be like a bit tougher for me to answer and everything. So yes, I'm probably just gonna go. I might actually go on campus because they have these like picnic tables outside. So I might just go there and read a bit this afternoon. This evening I'm going over to a friend's place, and because we'd actually swung by Michael's once, and they had these like cute birdhouses, and we impulsively bought these birdhouses to paint. So we're gonna do like a paint night kind of thing tonight. So that should be quite fun. And yeah, so I'm just going to go outside. Back in the spot again. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I went over to Bella's place and we did painting. I'm almost done my birdhouse. I bought one that has way too many details on it. I was like, these butterflies are cute, and then I did not consider how long it would take me to paint all of these freaking flowers. So she finished hers, mine's not done. But I left it at her place because it was still wet, so I'll have to pick it up another time. We also watched, she has like a VHS tape, so she's been collecting VHSs at like thrifts and secondhand stores. So we watched Tarzan, which was great. And then we were talking about the live action Mulan, which she had seen before and I hadn't seen. And I said like, oh, and it doesn't have the music. And she thought she thought that she remembered that it did have the music, but it doesn't. So we watched that. It is not particularly good. Some of the like fighting, the action stuff is good. At the end, it's so crazy ridiculous. And the story, like the changes that they made just like weren't very, like I feel that they just didn't develop the story enough with the changes that they made. So it was kind of, yeah, just watch the animated one, it's better. But yeah, that was quite fun. Today I just have a couple of errands to run, but I'm kind of gonna be in an area where I don't know if they're like antique shops, but I know there's supposed to be like a couple cute little stores down there. So I might just go and pop in there for something to do. We'll see. I also was just really happy with my hair today. I got these like little ladybug clip things. And I put them all, I have no idea what the back of my head looks like, so don't judge it. But I really like it, it's just fun. It feels very spring summery. I really enjoy it. I did it with the ladybug clips and then a bunch of butterfly clips as well. So like, just not like shaped like a butterfly, but you know, a butterfly clip. Anyway, I'm gonna go now and go get some stuff done, and then also potentially check out some of those cute little stores. Okay, so it's a bit later now. I got done what I needed to get done, and I also went and got a coffee at Dilly Dally, which is like a cute cafe. It's one that like, everything there's really good. It's kind of like one of the, I don't know what you call it. It's like one that everybody in Halifax knows. It's like one of the cute ones, I don't know. And they have like fun drinks and the food's really good. I didn't get food this time, but I've had it before and it's been really good. I've had it like once. I've had like, I think I've been like once before when I got a pastry and it was really good. And then other people have told me that like their sandwiches and stuff is also really nice. I wish that they had more indoor seating because they only have like, they don't have a ton of space in there. To be fair, it's mainly the coffee counter. And then they have a few small tables around the sides by the windows. But it's laptop free for most of the day. So you're not like actually supposed to work in there, which I think is kind of nice. Like obviously like going to a coffee shop, that's kind of the thing that you want to do a lot of the time. But like taking a book or if you go with a friend or whatever, it is like a nice vibe part of the time too. But then they do have like a small deck with some tables, which is really nice when the weather's good. So I sat out there and drank a coffee thing. It was like one of their specials. I just like impulsively got it. It was called like an iced coffee mojito, I think. And I was like, what is that? So I decided to try it and it was really good. Like first sip, I was like, ooh, I don't know. But I think I just needed to stir it more. And then I actually stirred it and it was really good, but I like couldn't, I'm like, I still didn't know what it was. And then I was like, I went and I popped into that random antique store that I think I got a couple of clips in that had some cool stuff. It seemed smaller and like fancier than some of the other ones I've been into around Halifax. Like definitely more like curated or whatever. And like kind of like interesting stuff. Like they had that big ship wheel, which was cool, felt very East Coast. And anyway, then I was walking home and as I was walking home, I still was like, what even was that drink? Like, I don't know how I would even describe it. And then I figured it out. It kind of tasted like a Long Island iced tea. It was really nice, very kind of more refreshing than like a normal iced coffee. So I would definitely get it again, but it was good. Would recommend whatever that was, whatever was in it. I have no idea. Now I've been back, I've just been reading. Yeah, I don't really know what else I'll get up to today, but we'll see. So I've been having a pretty chill morning so far. Just getting ready because me and a friend are gonna go to the farmer's market, which I haven't actually properly been to here before. I think that there's two, and I think we're going to the one that I haven't been to because I haven't like really even spent a lot of time at the other one. There's one down kind of on the pier. And when I first like came down, me and my parents like went and walked through it quickly, which seemed quite nice. But I've heard that there's another one, which is I think the one that we're going to. And I don't know if it's like a bit bigger or something, but I think it's the one that people said they go to more regularly. I really have no idea. I don't know. We're just gonna go and have a wander and see what's going on. So should be a nice morning. I'm back. So obviously you didn't see anything because we wound up going to both farmers markets. So we started off going to the one by the waterfront, which was better. It's like mainly, I feel like when you think of farmers market, you think like, oh, there's gonna be like a lot of produce, like that kind of thing, which really there was none of that. It's like a good balance of kind of like knick-knacky stuff. Then there's places that do like, there's some booths where people are doing pastries. You've got the people selling like fancy olive oils and stuff. But it's a smaller one. I feel like when I'd gone there with my parents last summer, there was a few places that did like nice looking strawberries and everything. So maybe it's just like there's a bit more of that later in the summer. But yeah, it was like we didn't spend too long there. We just kind of like took a walk through because there wasn't a ton. And then we'd both heard that there was like this other one at the Forum or whatever it's called. So we were like, well, let's go there and check it out. So we drove over and then it was more of like a flea market kind of thing. So it was basically just people selling old DVDs. So that one was also kind of a bust. Isabella got a forget-me-not for $3. So there was that. And then we were like, well, let's just go get brunch. So we went to Pure and Simple to salvage the morning. So yeah, farmer's market, not so much. I just thought that there would be more. But now I'm just doing my nails. This is called Over the Topaz, and it's kind of, I figure it's sort of on theme for my Beowulf talk because it's like a goldy bronze color, you know, like a horde. So I'm gonna work on this. I am gonna like make my slides hopefully look a little bit nicer today, is kind of the plan. And then yeah, we'll see. So I need a USB stick to put my slides on for the conference, so I'm hoping I can just get one at the campus bookstore. That's the plan anyway. I don't see why they wouldn't have them. Hello, so I've been making my slides. I think I might make a couple more. I was like thinking, because I only really have them for longer quotes, and then I was like, this is only like 4 slides. So then I was like, what would actually be helpful to put in? I had a couple other ideas, and then I just had the idea that I might, for both the dragon and Grendel's mother, just put a couple of like comparative ones of like other terms that they use, but maybe ones that I'm not necessarily focusing on as directly in my actual like speech. I don't want to call it speech. In my actual like paper, they're maybe not like terms that I'm picking out and narrowing in on super specifically, but ones that might be helpful to like show the difference in how Hedley translates them versus some other translators, or how she kind of like avoids certain terminology. So yeah, I think I'll do that. And actually my supervisor just sent me her thoughts on the paper again. So she said that it looks good. She just gave me a couple of like little grammar typo things, which I think like there was like 3 that she'd asked about. And a couple of them I noticed already because I did a read through. I'm at exactly 20 minutes, so great. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. So I'm gonna like print everything off tomorrow, and then I guess it's good to go. My conclusion, I felt like a couple of sentences were kind of weird. So I think tomorrow, because we're not leaving until later in the afternoon, so I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna read it over one more time, go through it with the slides, and just like fix the couple of like points in the conclusion. But yeah, I'm not presenting until Thursday, which is the last day of the conference, which I feel like are pros and cons. Like, I'm glad that I'm not like first day, first session, but I think being the last day, it's kind of nice because then I can like see what other people do. Like, I've been to talks like this before, but obviously I haven't been to like this specific conference. This is my first full-on conference kind of thing. So I am really interested to see what other people do. The agenda looks really cool. This is an interesting conference because it's not like a boutique conference. Like, it's not just like medieval lit, or it's not narrowed in on like a particular period or place. So there are like art historians and like archaeologists, like anybody in any field, like across the medieval period can be there or might be presenting. So there's like a whole spectrum of talks going on that I'm really looking forward to. And I think that they have like a performance of some music, which I think is gonna be really fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Excited to see what happens. Yeah, I'm just going to, it's like later now, so I think I need to stop twiddling around with it today. So I think I'll probably just leave it there, and then I might like watch a movie or something tonight. I've been really like, should I start rewatching True Blood again? So maybe I'll watch that. We'll see. But I think that's probably it for me today. So thank you for watching this build-up vlog. Yeah, and I will catch you in the next one.